Good morning and vanakkam. In this video, we're going to be reading from Dancing with Shiva, Hinduism's contemporary catechism, written by Sadhguru Sivaya Subramania Swami, a richly illustrated sourcebook of Indian spirituality in question and answer form, exploring how to know the divine, honor all creation, and see God everywhere, in everyone. Today's lesson is lesson 23, and we'll begin by reading the caption to the facing image. Bow at the ready. Hurling his sharp tusk, Lord Ganesha protects devotees by warding away an elephant asura who drops all weapons and turns into a mouse which Ganesha takes as his mount. This story shows how Ganesha safeguards us always. Lesson 23. What is Lord Ganesha's special duty? Shloka 23. As Lord of Obstacles, Ganesha wields the noose and the goad, icons of his benevolent power of preventing or permitting events to happen in our life. Thus we invoke his grace and wisdom before any worship or task. Om. Bhashya. Lord Ganesha, the god of time and memory, strategically seated on the Muladhara chakra, poised between the higher and lower chakras, stabilizes all sentient beings. He holds the architect's plan of the divine masterpiece of universal past and future. Only good comes from Lord Ganesha, who by taking the form of an elephant distinguishes himself from other gods. The Charyapada begins with his worship. He staves off misfortune for those who perform penance in his name. He guides our karma from within us through the timing of events. Before any important undertaking, we supplicate him to clear obstacles from the path if it be his will. This Lord of Obstacles prevents us from hurting ourselves through living under an incomplete concept, or making a request unneeded, or beginning an endeavor not well thought out. Before we petition him, he expects us to use all of our faculties to arrive at the decision he would have made. The Agamas declare, these lords who, it is said on the pure path, attend to the various duties deriving from a higher realm of Maya, are at the prow of the effects of the higher realm of Maya. Om Namah Shivaya. Good morning and vanakkam. In this video, we're going to be reading from Living with Shiva, Hinduism's contemporary culture, written by Sadhguru Sivaya Subramania Swami. 365 daily lessons based on ancient Vedic laws, disclosing how to approach family, money, relationships, technology, food, worship, yoga, and karma to live a truly spiritual life. Today's lesson is lesson 178, and the topic is Be Firm but Kind. Children respond well to correction, discipline, talking and explaining, and being treated like the intelligent beings that they are. Many parents these days are afraid of their children and dance around them, as if they were things to be avoided. They bribe them with toys and sweets, bow before their every whim, and appoint them by default the head of the house. Truly, children these days like to be told what to do, but also to be told the reasons why. The obey me because I said so stance will not work anymore for the Western educated child. What will work is, obey me because this is what our family needs and wants you to do, because we love you and want you to remain a member of this family, and these are the reasons why. This approach even a truant kid will accept because he or she still needs to eat, still wants a roof overhead, clothes to wear, and in the future, maybe a paid-for education. Less obstinate children will conform because they love their family and intuitively know how to fit in when they are urged to and have been given clear directions, explanations, and expectations. Yes, there are children in the Western world who do not throw temper tantrums at home, who are still nice to their elders, who will turn off the TV when asked, and even show appreciation for all that their parents have done for them. Who are the mentors of the home? The kids or the parents? Children raised on bribery or raised in fear will in their future bribe others, subjugate others by instilling fear of their wrath and unruly ways. If you are ambivalent and insecure, your children will not listen to you. This may be embarrassing but nonetheless true. It is not necessary to let your children go headlong into Western ways. It is not necessary or even helpful to leave them alone to find their own values in life, from the streets, from peers, from people more confused than they are. What is most helpful is for you to share with them the eternal path, with all of its values, all of its insight into humanity and divinity. What is most helpful is for you to spend lots of time with your children. Many parents these days minimize the hours they spend with their kids and don't even have time for an in-depth conversation anymore. Just hello and goodbye, and why did you get a low grade on your report card? Kids need more. More of you, more of your time, more direction and more guidance. Don't be afraid to give to them what they need most. All of you, not just a token part. Teach them traditional religious and cultural values at an early age. Don't be afraid that they will be different from the other children. They are already different. They are Hindus, inheritors of India's fountainhead of mystery and truth. An all-pervasive mental disease has come to the planet. It started in the West and is spreading worldwide. It is the modern way that parents talk to their children by stating a question when actually giving direction or instruction, such as, "Why don't we all get in the car now? Why don't you put on your coat? Don't you think it's time for you children to turn off the TV and go to bed?" These kinds of phrases are used in the family homes and in offices throughout the modern world. Children, given the choice of "why don't you" before the instruction of what to do, are disadvantaged. They are forced to make a yes or no decision before complying with the request. And sometimes it might be no. When undecided, children comply reluctantly. Giving these kinds of choices to young people, which is being done today even at the 5-year-old level and younger, is a new way of raising them which puts parents at a disadvantage. They become beholden to their child's every mood, thought, and preference. Sutra 178 of the Nandinada Sutras. Justice and impartiality. Shiva's devotees, who are parliamentarians, have as their platform justice for all and enmity toward none. They know that to show favoritism for one group over another is to sow the seeds of their own downfall. Om. Good morning and vanakkam. In this video, we'll be reading from Merging with Shiva, Hinduism's Contemporary Metaphysics, written by Sadguru Sivaya Subramania Swami. 365 enlightenment lessons from a mystical master, revealing the depths of Raja Yoga, the clear white light, the states of mind, and the ultimate spiritual destiny of every seeker. Today's lesson is lesson 178, and the topic is a channel to intuition. Why does intuition come at this time? Your mind being at rest and no longer disturbed, intuition can flow through it unhampered. Then too, the elements of a problem have a way of piecing themselves together in the subconscious when it is allowed to relax. Your best answers often come after you have removed the searchlight of your conscious mind's focus for a time. This is the superconscious working through the subconscious, making it sub-superconscious. You have now unfolded the key to living an intuitive and productive life. People who live positive lives have clear goals well impressed in the subconscious mind. They often draw upon their sub-superconscious mind, though they may call it by another name: perception, insight, intuition, instinct, or sixth sense. The subconscious mind may appear to be a very complex state of mind, as anything is when we do not understand it. Through daily sadhana, you will learn how to clear the subconscious of its unnatural states of confusion and how to keep it clear, transparent. Through sadhana, you will understand the relationship of the subconscious to the instinctive mind. The subconscious mind performs many functions for us. In fact, it would be impossible to do without it. But think of some of the uses of the subconscious, the skills which your memory bank acquires, such as typing, driving, playing musical instruments, or speaking language. As soon as any learning process becomes subconscious, the conscious mind is free to direct its attention to new areas of learning. Even all the processes of the physical body are governed by the subconscious mind. Can you imagine having to think through and control your heartbeat or your digestion every time you enjoyed a meal, or the intricacies of muscular coordination? It is only when we interfere with the natural processes of the subconscious, which are very intelligent if left alone, that we become aware of our dependence upon this positive state of mind. Here is an exercise in using the subconscious constructively. Before going to sleep at night, decide what time you want to awaken yourself in the morning. Visualize the hands of a clock at that time and impress yourself with the feeling of waking up at the particular hour which you set for yourself. Then, just before you go to sleep, forcefully impress your subconscious with the command to awaken yourself at whatever hour you have chosen. Confidently anticipate that your subconscious will do this. Don't worry, don't doubt. Don't question. Just observe the way in which your subconscious works for you if you but let it. The subconscious mind is a storehouse, a reflection of all previous conscious mind experiences. The power of our decisions create our reactions of tomorrow. When tomorrow's reactions happen, they program the subconscious. We have to be careful that our programming is just right, so that the channels to superconsciousness begin to open through the subconscious. And that's it for today's lesson. Take care of yourselves, have a beautiful day, and we'll see you in the next video. Om Namah Shivaya.